James and Olivia live in Sydney. James is a software engineer earning $145,000 a year. Olivia works in HR earning $95,000. Combined household income, $240,000. On paper, they're doing incredibly well. Top earners, stable careers, no debt besides a mortgage. They just had their first child, and 3 months in, they're stressed. Not because they're irresponsible, not because they're bad with money, but because even at $240,000 a year, they're quietly realizing something most people don't talk about. Having kids isn't just expensive. It reshapes your entire financial life. Now compare that to Daniel. Daniel earns $70,000 a year, lives in a regional area. His partner works part-time, earning $35,000. Combined income, $105,000. They also have a child. And surprisingly, they're not as financially stressed. So here's the real question. Who can actually afford kids? High earners or average people? Because the answer isn't what most people think. Most people assume more money equals an easier life with kids. But in reality, income doesn't determine affordability. Your cost structure does. Let's break this down using real numbers. The USDA estimated the cost to raise a child to 18 at over $230,000. More recent updates push that closer to $300,000. In Australia, estimates range from $150,000 to over $500,000 depending on lifestyle. And that's before private schooling, housing upgrades, and lifestyle expectations. So yes, kids are expensive, but here's the part nobody explains. The cost of kids is not fixed. It scales with your income and environment. Let's go back to James and Olivia. What actually changed when they had a child? First, housing. They upgraded to be closer to better schools. Their mortgage jumped from $3,200 to $5,200 a month. Second, childcare. In Sydney, childcare can cost $140 to $180 a day. If you do the calculation, that brings it to roughly $30,000 per year. Third, lifestyle expectations. Better health insurance, premium baby products, higher general spending. And fourth, opportunity cost. Olivia reduced her working hours. That's a loss of tens of thousands in income. When you add it all up, financial impact of $90,000 to $150,000 per year. Even on a $240,000 salary, that's heavy. Now look at Daniel, no housing upgrade. Childcare costs are lower due to part-time work and family support. Lifestyle expectations are simpler. Opportunity cost is smaller. Total impact, $10,000 to $30,000 per year. So what's happening here? High earners don't just spend more, they're forced to spend more. They live in expensive cities. They compete for better schools. They take on higher fixed costs. Meanwhile, average earners have more flexibility. The more you earn, the more expensive your life becomes. Kids amplify your system. They don't create pressure. They expose it. Housing is the largest expense. Childcare is rising fast. Families spend 20 to 30% of income on kids. In cities, it can exceed 50%. High earners feel secure, but are more exposed. Higher fixed costs, bigger commitments, less room to adjust. It's not about income. The mortgage doesn't disappear. Childcare costs continue. Pressure is immediate. Now Daniel loses his job. Lower expenses, partner still earning. There's breathing room. That's the difference. So who can actually afford kids? It's not about income. It's about margin, flexibility, and structure. High earners can afford kids only if they control lifestyle inflation. Average earners can afford kids if they maintain flexibility. The real question isn't, can I afford kids? It's, what structure am I building? Kids don't just cost money, they lock in your decisions. James and Olivia needed 2 incomes. Daniel needed less. You don't need to be rich to afford kids. You need control over your costs. If this changed how you think, like and subscribe.